for the Clippers. Not a good situation in the NBA. I guess we're holding our breath on what's going to happen next because something always happens next in Memphis with Ja Morant and the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, this story keeps unfolding. We were just talking about Brandon Miller and guns. Now it's Ja Morant. I mean, what's the latest, Hacksaw?
Well, he was gone for 8 games, suspended by Adam Silver. 8 games without pay, $2 million in fine for multiple gun incidents. Never got charged by the police. However, he took a leave of absence. He went to a center in Florida. He spent 11 nights as an inpatient admittance for counseling.
Wow.
Has come out of that center, has held 2 press conferences. He said all the right things about, I got to be responsible. That's my new job. I'm not completely healthy. And he talked about bad decisions, and he talked about guns, and he talked about his bad posse. So only time will tell whether he's going to reinvent himself as a person so that he continue to be a great player. But he's one more incident away from really having significant discipline problems with the National Basketball Association. And they need him. I mean, Memphis is one of those teams out west here that's in this mad scramble. They've had so many injuries, and then he does this to himself and he does this to his organization. We'll find out whether or not he's learned from this. I'm not the kind of guy that thinks you can go into an intensive rehab program in 11 days like you're taking your car to the car wash and everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case. This is a long process for him. We'll see if he's dedicated to the process. And like I told you weeks ago, the first time we touched this topic on the table, this kid has to rid himself of the posse, because I think that's where he's being led astray, and he has to make better decisions on who he's going to run with when he's not with his teammates on the court.
Yeah, I mean, this kid is a spectacular player, and the young boys and girls that follow the NBA really look up to him. So you want this guy to, kind of get straight. But isn't it interesting how we've been talking in this podcast about gun issues and mental health issues and how those kind of cross over.
Yes.
And usually when it's a gun issue, we kind of frame him bad guy and try to shun him. But there is a pathway maybe to help these guys. And 11 days in inpatient, that's not enough. But perhaps, with the right kind of counseling, these guys could come through. But it's good, it's healthy to see the NBA taking this approach to try to bring them in and try to kind of straighten them out.
That's a responsibility to himself, to his organization, to his fans in the community. We'll see if Ja Morant can straighten himself out. Before we move to